Amazing. Amazing. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Welcome to the call.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's test with Switzerland real quick. Make sure Roger can
Good
hear
evening.
us. Roger, hello.
Good evening, Charles. Everything's loud and clear.
Awesome, Roger. Always good to hear your voice too. Welcome on the
You
call.
too.
Welcome to the call. Okay.
You too, sir. Glad to hear you.
Okay. Let's test Pearlie in the U.S. and see how Pearlie is doing. Hello, Pearlie. Can you hear me? Okay. Pearlie, can you hear me? All right. We'll come back to Pearlie in a moment. She's definitely there. All right. Let us go to China and test with Monique. Monique, can you hear me this evening? Or this morning, your time? Hello, Monique? Andres can hear me in the Netherlands. That's awesome. Let's see. Monique is not responding either in China. Let's see. Making sure it is not coming from me. Roger, can you still hear me?
I can hear you very clear, Charles.
Okay, so it is not my microphone then. Wonderful. Awesome stuff. Let's test with Shana in Jamaica and to see. Shana, can you hear me?
I'm hearing you loud and clearly.
Welcome to the call, Shana. Good to hear you again.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay. Let's find out right here in London from Silman. Silman, you can receive me?
I can receive you loud and clear. London, England.
Awesome, Silman. Okay. Welcome.
Jamaica background.
Hey, don't sell the Jamaica there. All right, Mr. Patriotic Jamaican. All right, hold on one second. Let us, good. Okay, let's go to the mighty Nigeria, see if we can hear from some of the leaders there. The giant right there in Nigeria. Prince, can you hear me?
Yeah, Charlie, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
I can hear you too. Welcome to the call, Prince.
All right.
Awesome
God bless
stuff.
you.
Oh, God bless you too. Awesome stuff. Okay, let's go to the Netherlands. I saw Marianne Tucker. Here we are. Marianne, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, Charles, I can hear you loud and clear.
I can hear you too, Marianne. Welcome to the call. Hello.
Thank you. Great.
Great stuff. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. So we have, everyone can hear me fine. That is truly wonderful. Some people are on their telephones. I can see their phone symbols. It won't be possible for them to speak. Some are listening, of course, from their tablet device or their phone, various means of listening in. Well, I want to welcome everybody to the call. The line is fast populating as we speak. You can just see people logging in. I just made it myself, made it by the bell. Well, good evening, everyone. What I wanted to do tonight is to touch on a very important topic, because what we are doing right now as a company is we are beginning what I call the simplification of our enterprise. Now, many of you who have been around and have been following the trend and be following this story of origin, you will know where we have evolved from. This business was launched in May of 2012, and we began operation practically. And in the last 1 year, of course, we have been running our Unite campaign around the world with varying degrees of high success. And we've attracted thousands of ambassadors to the origin cause around the world. Last year was primarily focused on opening new nations. We opened up the continent of Africa. We launched into Asia and some of these great places. And we spent a lot of the time last year, 2013, in foundation building, as many of you have heard before. putting in place the infrastructure that is required to erect the massive building we are looking to build right now with Origin. So all of last year, we focused so much on foundational stuff, infrastructural stuff. 2014, the focus of the leadership in Origin is on massive growth because we have all we need right now to build an amazing world-class business. So what we are seriously doing right now, of course, is going out there and fishing for leaders and fishing for amazing people to join the campaign and help us transform this corporation, this business. And this is why you are listening in tonight to this call. What I have begun to do at the beginning of this year is began a series of strategic teachings that provides a foundational tool that everybody will need to build their successful businesses. Very, very quickly, my name is Charles Kieran. I'm one of only 2 President Circle member in the world of Origin. Okay, so I'm a very, very senior member of this company. It is my privilege to host these calls every Monday night, which I'm proud to tell you I'm hosting now for approximately about 13, 14 months, okay, by the grace of God. Now, I've been teaching on various topics, and one of the topics I want to teach on today is how to master the invitation, all right, to give people tips and ideas of how to master the invitation and get people to come and preview the awesome opportunity that you have. These are just ideas. You may have yours that is working wonderfully for you, but what this is meant to do is to give, as I mentioned, ideas, okay? And you can choose and pick with the one that works for you, all right? There are lots. I mean, you cannot exhaust the ideas. This is only a guide. That's all it's meant to be, all right? So I hope you are with me so far. Now, one of the things I also want to tell you is that when we rounded up 2013, we were able to launch the much-awaited Origin Boutique. If you haven't heard about the boutique yet, please revert or refer to the person who invited you to this call, and they will fill you in. The Origin Boutique is a game changer because we are doing what's never been done before, okay? Not only do we have a cause which is combating global malnutrition in developing nations, that's our cause. Not only do we have that, which in itself is a standalone opportunity by itself, but we've also added high-end luxury products to the mix. So by December of last year, we have also introduced an online boutique, which each and every one of us on this call have our own online boutique. From this boutique, of course, we are able to retail luxury items, items of real desire, all right? Items that a lot of people want, but most people are not able to afford. We are able to provide these items as a thank you to all our ambassadors and donors around the world who are helping us to combat malnutrition amongst children at risk populations. So these items in the boutique, we are creating from scratch our own version of Hermes, Chanel, Versace, Armani. We are creating our own high-end quality branded products, all right? And you have the privilege of having your own online boutique where anybody anywhere in the world can come to your boutique and order products, and the products will be shipped automatically by the company without your intervention, shipped to the person who has made the purchase, whether in the Caribbean or in Africa, in Asia, or in Europe, or in the US, it doesn't matter. Usually in Africa right now, products are arriving from the point of purchase to the delivery to their front door, door to door, about 4 days. 4 days, that's all. All right. I mean, I ordered some products last week and Friday. It's arrived already this morning. Okay. On average of 2 days to arrive in Europe. All right. This is the amazing thing about the boutique. Whenever we share it with people, people always ask us a question. What about the logistical aspect? Do we get involved in, are we the ones who have to package the product and then ship? I said, no. They said, oh, we don't have to export? I said, no. They just place the order online. They said, that's incredible. I said, absolutely. All right. You don't have to do anything. Okay. They will just order it and the products are shipped to them. So the focus right now this year is that this boutique will be populated bit by bit. As we speak right now, our CEO and founder, the very maverick Fred Prestige, is in, I just spoke to him literally 15 minutes ago. He's in Milan as we speak right now. All right, looking at our designers, our suppliers, back in negotiations again for other stuff. All right, now, I say all that to say this: by Wednesday this week, we should have about 10 lines of products in your boutique. Okay, we will have the watches, the Grand King, live in the boutique. All right, the 4 versions we have, male, female versions. We will also have the macrame treasury bracelets. I've also got some of those beauties right here, here in my hands, which I'll be showcasing on Thursday at our big event with Maurice in London. I've got those. I've seen them, right? I've put them on my wrist. They are beautiful, beautiful stuff. I cannot begin to tell you how beautiful these are. All right? They will be online by Wednesday as well. You will also have our silver line, the Tiffany version that we've created online as well. So by Wednesday, not only will you have the Birkin-inspired bags online, you'll have the Sartorial Pursuit high-end luxury ties made from jacquard, 100% Como silk ties. They'll be online. They're online as well. You'll also have the Grand King watches online. You'll have the macrame treasury bracelets online. You'll also have the Tiffany style bracelets online. We have an amazing belt for both men and women in production, which will be arriving shortly, and all other ideas. Now, every month, new charms will be created that can be added onto your Tiffany style bracelet until you have a bracelet that is full up of all kinds of beautiful charms. Now, let me say this to you. Just with the bracelet and charms alone, you can build yourself a global business. Okay? Just with one product line, you can build yourself a global business. So let me announce to all of you right now, stop asking me for more products. From Wednesday, don't ask me any longer for more products. You know why? Because I know we have enough for you to build an amazing business. So I'll just allow you to digest that. Okay? You can build an amazing business. Every time, unless of course you are top 0.5% of the global leader, I will not be spending any time in terms of those in my leadership group. I'll only be discussing this with very, very senior leaders. Okay? Now, I'll tell you why I say this, because people are never satisfied. You give them an inch, they want 10 inches. You give them 10 inches, they want 100 inches. You know, they are never satisfied. What we do have right now, we have enough in your boutique for your business to lift off and explode. And that is the truth. Okay? Wonderful. You will be hearing from the company every time a new product is about to be released. They will send out an email to the entire world, and you will receive it, and they'll tell you when it's coming into your boutique. That's going to be the way forward now, so people can focus on building. Wonderful. Okay? Fantastic. So let's get started. So what I want to do tonight is, how do you get people to come and look at your business? You know within yourself that you have the most amazing opportunity in the world. Right now, bar none. Let me tell you this right now. I get hit probably maybe not every week, that would be an untruth, but every month by very, very senior people trying to show me their wonderful, wonderful new business. And even up until late last week, ex-colleagues of mine from 20 years ago telling me the best things in sliced bread. Listen, I'm at a place where I am not recruitable. And I tell people, I say, listen, don't waste your time. I am not recruitable. Because what I've got here, you cannot match it. And that is the truth. Okay? Because think about it this way. What you have got right now is a dream. You have a course, number one of the most emotive courses, a course that grabs at your heartstrings, a course that allows you to rescue babies, infants from premature death. You have the power to impact the lives of hundreds and tens of thousands of innocent children dying from malnutrition. We have created a potent 659 micronutrients which we use in combating malnutrition. You have that power in your hands to see lives changed. That is number one. And we use the most amazing and innovative marketing to impact the kids whilst enabling you yourself to be financially rewarded for the good work that you do. You cannot beat that. That is number one. Our entire business is founded on a CSR program, which means our entire business is focused on a CSR, corporate social responsibility. Most companies have an arm. Most all network marketing companies make donations to some charity or the other, or they're involved in one or the other. None has a business like ours that is built or founded on a CSR. So we don't just have an arm that does it. Everything we do in Origin is founded on a CSR. That's the difference. Okay? And that's powerful. Because of that, this is attracting the most amazing people. We have barristers, we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have top journalists, we have judges, we have surgeons, we have, you name it, we have homemakers, we have IT consultants, professionals, we have top trainers and speakers, we have, you name it. Because what we have is too attractive. That's why they're on board. That's number one. Number two, not only do we have a cause, we also have now high-end luxury items. Why? We wanted to make the proposition much more attractive because most people are selfish. That's the truth. They may like the idea of saving children, but if it's not strong enough for them, they lose interest. So what we have done is to create products that is greatly attractive to them so that they enjoy the benefits of their products and don't mind helping kids in the process of enjoying their products. So we have given them what they want. But at the end of the day, every single purchase from the boutique, a child or children get saved. I mean, you cannot beat that. So what we've done in this boutique, we've looked at products that have been tested over time. So I know many of you are giving suggestions of one thing or the other that needs to be done, but listen, let me tell you, there's a strategy here in place. We're not just going for just any product. Products that we are going for are tested and are huge global successes already. Are you following me? They are already global successes. Their bags have been around for over 100 and something years. Most celebrities in the world are after those bags. We have created our own version of those bags. Tested. Okay? The ties. We are using 100% Como silk. One of the highest grade silk you can ever get that the high-end boutiques use for the high-end silk range. Ours is also made of jacquard. With tiny embroideries of our logo on the ties. The most beautiful ties, as most of you will attest because you're wearing the ties now. All right? We've created those. We've created one of the most successful watches of all time. All right? The equivalent to ours sells for about $18,000 and above. We have created one with some slight changes. Ours is actually much more beautiful. All right? As most of you will attest, because some of you are sporting one of those watches around your wrist at the moment. We are coming out with a macrame treasury. This is the in thing. The footballers, the celebrities, the actors, they are all wearing these right now. We have created the Origin version, branded Origin. Beautiful stuff. Works of art. All right? You're going to see how popular those are because they're going to be priced for fast retail. We are creating the Tiffany style bracelet. Every jewelry in Tiffany has a story. Every girl wants a gift from Tiffany, from her man. If you've not experienced a Tiffany gift, you don't know about Tiffany yet. Okay? Tiffany's been in all the movies for God knows how many decades. Those are the stars. So you can see there's a trend to what we are doing. All right? We're not just going for just any product. We're going for what is proven, tested, and people long after. Those are the kind of stuff we're going to populating your boutique with. So you have products that are going to be best sellers. So I hope that makes a lot of sense. So by Wednesday of this week, I've been assured by Peter that these products will be online. So the focus for you is how to sponsor ambassadors to your business. Okay? Christiana Fomenki is asking why is she muted. Christiana, everybody is muted. Okay, unless I open up your microphone, of course, no one can hear you. All right, everybody's muted, so we have no interruption. I'll come back to you in a little while. Okay, wonderful. So now that I've explained all that, I hope it makes a lot of sense to you. Let us now get into, so let me just reiterate, by Wednesday of this week, I've been assured by the managing director of Origin that the products, in fact, all the photography, all the coding for the custom coding, all this stuff. People just think the products just come in and go into the boutique. They don't understand what happens behind the scenes. And as ambassadors, I understand that. All right? We are very, very impatient as ambassadors. Me too, all of us. And I understand that. But remember, there are lots of things that happens behind the scenes cannot see. They have to be professionally photographed. They have to have the right lighting. They have the right positioning. You have to do that, and once they've been photographed, they have to be, and the places where it's been photographed, it's not in the same place where the head office is, so you have to wait on couriers and then to transport the physical product to and fro, and then you then have the final images, and then you have them coded for cost. Each one must have a custom code so that FedEx or DHL, when they take it, they know which code and classification. They have to be in the warehouse, and the programmers have to upload them on the system and then code them so that there's no error. Listen, there's a lot happening. So be slightly patient because we are building a world-class global business from zero before your very eyes. So enjoy the experience, all right? Enjoy the experience. By Wednesday, you'll have enough to share with everybody in your organization. Amen to that. Now, having said all that, let us kind of now get into the topic of our training tonight, okay? So the topic of our training tonight, of course, is mastering the invitation. How now do you get somebody or people to come and look at what you have? Now you know what you have. All we need to do at the moment is how to tell the world about this great news we've got. Well, we can't keep it a secret. How do you tell the world? So let's go through some protocols, all right? The first thing I want to do is I want to talk to you about some priorities in terms of how you prepare for the calls. Now, your first priority is to build relationships. Please remember that. That's the first thing that you want to do. Okay, is to build relationships. Your focus is how to build what I call a tribe. In fact, let me just go back here so that you are not interrupted as I explain this to you. The first thing you want to do is you want to learn how to build a tribe. You see, in the ancient world, in the traditional ancient world, the person who is the chief of the tribe is in charge. What you want to learn to do is to build your own tribe in the 21st century. And the tribe in 21st century is any group of people that are attracted by the same thing. They share the same ideas. They share the same vision. They share the same thoughts. They share the same product, the same opportunity. That's called a tribe. You want to build your own tribe of like-minded people going in the same direction. All right? There are some key things you need to do to begin building your tribe. The first is you want to learn to build relationships, because our business is not a selling business per se. Our business is a leadership and relationship business. The person or the people who are able to develop great relationships and who have excellent leadership skills, you will always notice are the ones who get to the top, not the ones who are great sellers. Hello. Let me allow you to digest that. It is not the great sellers that make it to the top. Now, of course, if you wanted to come in and trade, purchase, buy, and sell our amazing products, that's great. And make yourself $500 a month, $800 a month, $1,000 a month. By all means, you can do that. But I'm talking about people here who want to build empires. You don't build empires through selling. You build empires through providing leadership and mastering relationships. Okay? I hope that's making sense to you. Because people will open most amazing doors for you you will not believe. You will have people in your business who will earn you fortunes if you learn how to work well with them, and if you learn how to walk well with them. Work and walk. One is W-O-R-K, how to work well with them. The other is W-A-L-K, how to walk with them in a spirit of harmony. Once you learn to master human relationships, your world becomes better. People start coming out of the woodworks, out of all kinds of corners to support you in the vision, and they will change your life. Okay? I have individuals who earn me 2, 3, 4 grand a month at the moment from one individual. In the next 1 year, I'll have individuals who I will be able to earn 5, 7, 10 grand a month just from one person. Hello. So it is critical you learn how to manage relationships and understand precisely that these are the people that will transform your life. So your first priority, build relationships. Number 2, when possible, do not pitch on the spot unless you feel you can win the person over. Remember, this is just a guide. When possible, do not pitch on the spot. What I mean by that, if you meet somebody right now, don't pitch your opportunity right away. The more mature people you deal with, the more you will not get away with that, with more mature or more successful people. All right? Because more mature and more successful people know that for you to do anything of significance, it requires some thought and some reflection and some selection. Are you following me? So they will know you need to say, it's just like meeting a woman right now and telling the woman that you are in love with her. She will laugh at you because you don't know her. Is that true? Yes or no? If a woman came to you as a man right now and says to you right now that she just met you 5, 10 minutes ago and she tells you she's falling in love with you, won't you run away? Of course you will. It's the same as meeting somebody right and telling them of this most amazing business you have, unless of course you are practicing the what we call the 3-feet rule. Even with the 3-feet rule, you want to prepare them, not go for the proper pitch. Okay? So where possible, prepare them. For example, I may say, Monique, meeting you today has been truly amazing. As I've met you, I'm thinking there's a lot that I think we can do together. Something amazing is coming to my mind that I'd like to share with you at some point. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let you know later on. I'm going to call you. I'm going to speak to you later on and tell you a bit more about it. Prepare them, but don't just go for it on the spot. Monique, I got this most amazing business. I want to. Now, they will know you are recruiting them. Remember what I said? The more mature, the more successful they are, the more, of course, they'll be suspicious if you do that. Of course, there are exceptions to the rule. Whatever I'm saying to you today, of course, is not empirical. There are exceptions to the rule. I'm just giving you a guide. Prepare them instead and come and go for the pitch another time. Get their details. Get their business cards. Get their phone numbers. I've got something important I'd like to discuss with you. Let them feel you've reflected on it before you come back to them. I just called a lady tonight, for example. I said, remember I got your detail in December? She said, yes. I said, well, sorry I didn't call, but I've been so busy, you know, but I think the timing is right now to talk to you about what I had in mind. This is almost 2 months. Now, I can afford to do that because I have enough people. I'm not saying for you to wait 2 months. I'm just saying to you because I prepare my people a lot. There are those I go for immediately, and there are those I kind of prepare for a little while. The other point I want to make is try and find out about the person. Spend most of your time, if in a party, if in a whatever you met the person, find out about them. Don't pitch. Don't pitch yet. All right? Try and find out about the person by becoming a friend. What's the best way to become a friend? Ask them questions. All right? Monique and I spoke today. She's in China. We had a call with Silbon, and I found out so much more about Monique today. Interesting information about her amazing life. Okay? Be a friend first. Ask questions. All right? So what's your story? Why do you always look so amazing? What is this smile on your face all the time? How come you always look like a person of great cheer? You always have the sunlight with you. You always bring the sunshine with you. Or what? If they don't bring the sunshine with them, don't tell them that. Okay? If they have a happy disposition, tell them that. What you want to do is to connect with people. Let them remember you. All right? So what's your journey? What do you do? Oh, I do this. Oh, come on. What? You do that? Yeah. Find out about them. It's easier to speak to them about your opportunity when you ask questions because you know potentially where they are in life, what they are seeking, what they are looking for, if they are happy, if they want more, their circumstances, if they are teachers, if they travel a lot, if their husband is this, if their wife is that, you have an idea. Okay? And then test if they are searching for more in their lives. With what you are doing right now, ask them, with what you're doing right now, do you feel you'll be able to achieve your life's dreams? With what you're currently doing, will it answer most of your life's questions in terms of your comfort, your future, your retirement, success, wealth? Will it answer that for you? I like what I do, or no, I'm satisfied professionally, but I think there's more for me in my life. Ask questions. Just forget pitching now. Just find out about them. And you're making mental notes. If they say to you on the spot, so tell me about this thing. So tell me, don't do it. Don't do it. Make them wait for it. You know, I've met so many people, I said, they try and, I said, you know what I have to discuss with you is way too important for me to rush it. This is the wrong time. I'm here at a party, or I'm here at an event, or I'm here, let's just enjoy this event. I don't want to discuss my opportunity right here because it's too important. They respect that. Don't just go, you know, we had this, we had. Don't do it. Because people are great observers. They will observe you. And remember, the more astute they are, the more prepared they are, the more enlightened they are, the more sophisticated they are, the more successful they are, the more they are very, very clever and wise. And they are watching everything you're doing. And the other great thing you need to remember, of course, is that you are a mirror. They will be thinking everything you are doing to them. They will be thinking to themselves, is that what I have to do as well? Because people in our industry do what you do, not what you tell them to do. It's like your kids. If you're telling your kids you're wasting your time, they're watching what you do, not what you tell them to do. So it's the same in our industry. They will observe what you are doing and see whether they like what you are doing, because they are seeing themselves in you. Would I like to do what this guy is doing, this lady is doing? Nah, I don't like that. So remember that. Never be pressured into pitching. Sorry, that's the wrong spelling of pitching, but I think you get it. Pitching your opportunity because they forced you to. Always try and be in control. That's the key. Be in control. Don't be forced to speak about your opportunity. Smile. Let them think you are holding on to a secret. Let them think you're holding on to a great prize of amazing value that you just want to unfold to just anybody. Let them know what you have is too precious or important that you don't want to just rush it, because it will need their full attention. You see? Or you are there and their phones are ringing off the hook and they are saying, yeah, go on. I never present. Never. If I'm trying to present or talk to them and then their phones are ringing, they're answering the phone with one hand and they're nodding their head and say, right, yeah, I'm listening. You are speaking to the wrong person. Never. I say, you know what? Let's reappoint another time. Okay? We can talk uninterrupted. I use that word, uninterrupted. It is too important. It is the way you present. If I brought the most amazing meal, the most beautiful gourmet meal, I brought it, but I presented it to you on with the cover of a dustbin. That meal has lost its value instantly. What if that meal was served on the most beautiful tray with the most beautiful cutlery, with the napkins next to it, and presented to you? Now it makes a whole lot of difference. You see what I mean? So what you have, it doesn't matter how beautiful it is. If you just present it anyhow, rough shot, you are wasting your time. It's lost its flavor. For some of you, this is basic stuff. For some of you, it's what we call pitching 101. It's important for us to put this on tape. I'm going to post this on YouTube so anybody can go and listen to it over and over again. Just learn some of the protocols in building yourself a successful business. Next, what about the etiquette to inviting? There are etiquettes in inviting people. Remember, if you are using the telephone, there's a different etiquette. If you're speaking person to person, there is a different etiquette. 1 second, let me just check some of the messages. Okay, so just to read quickly, Monique says, very true. Christiana, well, we've answered that. Christiana, Fru Valentine also wrote here, great rhetoric. Building relationships is relatively difficult, but I hope to change that story after this web. And to enrich words, act smart. God bless that guy. He's a one-hit wonder. I see him as the 9th wonder of the world. That is Rich the Giant Tezo. That is from Valentine, Chimanka. Okay, Rich is listening in. From Dennis Ortel. Right. Dennis Ortel says, in other words, you first push them away just like a child and they will come back to you. Absolutely. Shana Burnett says it, yes, never rush. Yeah, you're getting the picture. Fantastic. Okay, wonderful. Right, let's now look at the etiquette to inviting. All right? There are some fundamentals. Always remember, people cannot see you when you're using the telephone. So remember, you always have to be upbeat. Listen, I'm talking to you right now. You will notice the level of effort I put into my presentations every Monday. Do you know after my presentations, I am drained a bit? I'm sure you can imagine, you can figure out why. Because you cannot see me, which means all you have is my voice. Now, if you could see me in person, then I have the advantage of being able to use my body language, or what we call physiology. You can see my gestures, how I use my arms, my hands, my eye. You can see me smile. You can see my posture. You can see all of those things. And that aids me in communicating to you. So my voice is not primary if you could see me face to face. My voice is important, but not primary. Because the primary is my body language. How do I comport myself? How is my stance? How is my use of gestures? How do I use my hands, my arms when I'm speaking? How is my eye? How do I use my eyes? All right? How do I use my nodding? You see, all those things are not available right now when I'm talking to you. So all I need to depend on is my voice and my screen. But my screen essentially is what I call an inanimate object. It's just giving you some of the words I'm focusing on. Your main attention is listening to what I'm telling you. So my voice must be alive in order to hold your attention. If not, you lose interest. Yes or no? Think about it. So if I'm talking to you, well, you see, always remember, you see, people cannot see you when using the telephone. Well, but remember, you still be upbeat every time because you are how long could you take that if I kept doing that? I can see, probably feel some of you laughing. You put your phone down. See? So I have to hold your attention by my voice because the only thing I have right now to connect with you. That's why I'm drained after my calls every Monday, because it takes a lot of energy. Because my whole senses is focused on what I'm doing, and all the energy is directed at my voice and my tone. Everybody here. That's how you need to be when you are inviting somebody by telephone. Try standing up sometimes when you're using the phone, and it changes the dynamic of your conversation and communication immediately. Power flows. Because you have to sound upbeat. You have to sound enthusiastic. You've got great news for them. You can't be saying great news to them in a dull, monotone, unattractive voice or tone. You can't. They've got to feel your music through the telephones. So remember to be upbeat every time, because you are depending only on your tone of voice. Try sounding alive. If you sit down, your head is bent, your voice, your pipes are affected. You need a clear airwave. Stand up with your phone, smile, practice smile, look in the mirror, and go for it. Sometimes walk around with your phone, action stances, and it will translate in your voice to the other party who's listening at the other end. Okay? Wonderful. Number 2, try standing up when making calls. Number 3, speak with a combination of urgency and excitement. Urgency and excitement. This is a go-go world we live in right now. This is the microwave generation. This is the instant world we live in today. People want things on the go. Boom, they want it now. Okay? They can only give you X amount of their attention. Too much going on in their lives. If you're going to call them, make it exciting. Peter, this is Charles. This is going to be very, very quick. Hope I'm not troubling you. Listen, I've got something very important to tell you. Do you have a quick minute? Yeah, what is it? Well, Peter, then I start my pitch, which I'm going to come into in a moment. You see? Catch the attention. Catch the attention. Catch the attention. Speak with an urgency. Now, and excitement in your voice. Always make it feel as if there will not be another time. Tonight alone, people have asked me, is this the only time? And I've said, no, this is not the only, but this is the time I wanted to invite you, because, you see, people will always find the root of least resistance. Always procrastinating. Next week, next month. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. See? But also be prepared to hear the word no. And remember this for all the people listening in. When you hear no, here's what I want you to remember. You will hear lots of no's, no matter how beautiful your proposition is. People are going to tell you no. It is naive to think you will never hear no. And no comes in various ways. It may not be N-O. Okay? But remember this. You can never take no personally because they are not rejecting you. You know, extricate you from the situation. When they say no, they are not rejecting your person. So don't take it personally. No could mean time is not right. No could mean I'm in a dire situation at the moment. I could never start anything at this minute. No could mean I'm up to my eyeball with projects. I don't even have time to see my kids, let alone do anything. I cannot. I'm leaving work at 9 o'clock every night. No could just mean not right now. Do not take it personally like they are rejecting you. For the new people listening in, it is not you they are rejecting. They are just telling you that the time is not right at the moment. I saw a young man about 3 weeks ago who has a lot of influence amongst young people because also going for what we call the Y generation right now, Y and the Z generation. All right. And that really means, of course, these are the people between the ages of 20, 24, 28, 30, 32. These are they are the now generation. All right. So I'm looking for a lot of mix in my group, in my business with a lot of young people as well. All right, because a lot of these young people have their dreams in front of them. They still want to drive a Ferrari. They still want to drive a Porsche. They still want to, you know, they have not been beating up as much as the 40-something-year-olds, okay, by life, right? They are still going for it, hungry. So I want to have a healthy mix of a lot of those people. So I got this guy who's a young leader of a student of in all universities, so on and so forth. And he said, listen, I'll come back to you on Friday. He was so excited. He said, first, thanks for the privilege for meeting with you and sitting with you, you know, so on and so forth, all this wonderful stuff. Came back to me on Friday. He said, listen, my wife is pregnant. She'll be giving birth in 3 months or 2 months or 3 months, something like that. I run 2 different businesses at the moment. My hands are full. We've talked about it. I need her to give birth first. So once stuff is up, you know, I could have posed it in every which way. But it was a pointless exercise because when I speak to people, I want them in. I'm not just interested in hard closing and they do nothing. It means nothing to me. I want them in. So what I did to this, said to this individual is fantastic. Makes a lot of sense. Wise decision. All right? Let's speak in a couple of months. What? I'm still going to be here in a couple of months. By the grace of God, I'm not going anywhere. All right? Couple of months time. Before that, I use another opportunity, another event to engage this person. If he's worth my while, he's worth chasing. Great. I didn't take it that I was rejected. I wasn't. So try and understand the situation and don't take it personally. So I hope that's helping somebody listening in right now. Okay, hold on one second. I'm seeing a lot of a lot of messages. You guys need to keep me on track. Right? Shana Bennett, never rush. Silbon Sidar, I was laughing, laugh out loud. Okay. Abdul Razak, I do that all the time. I'm pacing and talking and my wife thinks I'm crazy. I'm so pumped up, it's crazy. Monique O'Reilly, no means not right now. Monique, laugh out loud. Shana Bennett, I'm in that Y and X generation, and that is the best way to communicate by being understanding and not rushing. Great stuff. Okay, so we are getting some equity out of this right now. Okay, next, let's look at some ideas. Making the calls, inviting. Let's start with a money pitch. There are, by pitch, I hope it's not a crude word, but what is the slang we use in the industry? It just means the proposition. Okay? Let's look at a money proposition because this is one of the most popular and most attractive one. All right, is the money pitch. I mean, you can see that guy on your screen right now, you know, punching the air. He's got the deal. Yeah? Yes! All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's an action shot. Okay, what's the money pitch? Let's look at one of them real quick. Hi, Peter. Hi, Mary. Hi, Shana. Hi, Monique. Hi, Rich. Hi, Elliot. Hi, Charles. Hi, Abdul. Hi, anyone you're speaking to. If I can show you a way to bring into your household an extra $20,000 to $30,000 per year, part-time, doing something you will love, would you be willing to at least find out more? Now, if I was pitching this to you right now, how many of you will say no? I can bet almost nil. Okay? You may want to ask some additional questions, but that will catch your attention. Notice I've not gone for 100 or 200 or 300 grand a year. Do you understand? That's not what I've gone for. I've gone for 20 to 30 grand a year. Now, if I was speaking to somebody senior, okay, those numbers will be different. But guess what I'll say? I will say, if I can show you how to bring in an extra 60 to 100,000 a year within 12 to 24 months, part-time. You see? I've changed it, but I've extended the time frame. Why? Because anybody who has made money understands making money is not easy. It's no joke. So don't throw big numbers around to people. They will not believe you. Okay? Or they'll look at you suspiciously, wondering if you're doing anything illegal, or if you're trying to drag them into some illegal stuff. So be very careful how you use money. What may attract you may scare somebody else or may frighten somebody else. Do you follow? So do not do that. Now, I don't talk about my income a lot. Okay? This business pays me some months 8 grand, 10 grand, 12,000. I don't talk about it because the majority of people are struggling to earn 15, 18, 20,000 a year or 30,000 a year or 40,000 a year, and you are telling them they can be earning 10, 20 a month right away. They don't believe you. So what you do is you build it up gradually to something they believe. And they will then determine themselves, once they come in, they will know that bigger amounts of money is possible. Do you follow? Because 20 to 30,000 a year is a full-time income for middle managers, for management, for managers of banks, for lawyers, for doctors. So it is not to be sniffed at. Do you know doctors practicing for about 3 to 5 years, they will earn 20 to 27,000 a year? Did you know that? Did you know lawyers practicing for about 2, 3, 4 years? That's the kind of money they'll earn after all those years in university. So you cannot sniff at 20 to 30,000 euros or dollars a year. It would be a big mistake. So pitch what people will believe. That's the first one. This is a very strong pitch, and it works almost every time. Now, what are they going to ask you? Doing what? That's exactly what I'm talking to you about. I'd like you to come and find out a bit more. We have this happening, or let's meet for coffee to tell you a bit more. It is too important to talk over the telephone. Let me say this to you. I don't pitch over the phone unless I'm doing a presentation online. I don't pitch. When I mean pitch, I don't, sorry, I meant I don't present my origin business on the telephone. You cannot get me to present origin on the phone. Even though I can do it in my sleep, I will never do it. Number one, it's not duplicatable. If they join, they can't do it. Number two, it's a very bad habit. What you want to sell, all this pitch allows you to do is to sell an appointment. Remember that. All you are selling or pitching is for an appointment. You want them to come and meet with you or to come and meet with your senior leaders. That's all you are selling. I hope you're listening to me. Don't be trapped into using your telephone to sell origin. It is not duplicatable, and it is weak. It's not strong. You can't see them. All right? Unless, of course, you're using Skype. That's different. That's a full-fledged presentation. Or you're using this medium, right? That's a full, but not just on a phone call. What you want to do is to sell an opportunity to show them more. That's all you want to sell. Okay? Wonderful. I hope that was kind of clear. Shana, okay. Is there a way, Charles, to do the money pitch without including a figure range? Could we say extra income and skip the figure and above? Well, if you're talking to me, I have, by the grace of God, been a very high earner. You can't just use money range. I need to know what you're talking about. That is why putting in some money there is powerful. I would always put in some money. I wouldn't just say extra income. What does that mean, extra income? 10p, 200 pounds, 100 pounds, 50 pounds? That's extra income. Would that get you out of your bed? So put some money, but depending on who you are talking to, if the person you are talking to earns about 20 grand a year, pitch 7 to 10 grand extra income. All right? That's half of their annual income that they generate from their full-time work. So in accordance with who you are talking to, tailor make it to fit who you are speaking to. That's the key here. All right? If you're speaking to high-powered players, then those numbers, they won't even breathe. They won't look at those numbers. You need to put numbers that will excite them. 60 to 100,000 or 50 to 100,000 within 12 months to 24 months. In their minds, well, that is worth working for, worth fighting for. They may be tweaked to come take a look. Okay, wonderful. All right, next slide. This is what we call the origin elevator pitch. All right, Fred loves this. This is Fred's one of Fred's favorites. So you met somebody in an elevator, in a lift. You've got what, 30 seconds, 40 seconds to get to your floor, and you need to give this person a quick answer in terms of the question they've posed. What do? You have one or two options. For me, I'll say, listen, give me your card. Here's my card. Let's talk. Or when is the best time for us to speak, or one of those things. Or if you are forced to and you have to give an elevator pitch, this is one of the pitches you can use. Hi, Shana. Of course, my name is Charles Ajayi Kiran. I'm with Origin Global. All right? We manufacture potent micronutrients for chronically malnourished children. We fundraise donations, and in exchange, all our donors will get 75% discount on high-end luxury goods that Origin supplies or produces. As promoters, we also get paid bonuses and commissions for our effort. Look, Shana, people are making part-time or full-time income besides their full-time work. Are you interested in earning an additional $500 to $1,500 extra income per month? You see, the money makes the difference. Shana. Money answered all things. I know people are going to tell me love does. Never mind, we're not talking about love right now. We're speaking about money. Okay? Money answers all things. To the right people, you got to put some numbers. So this is an elevator pitch, and this has everything. It tells them very, very briefly who we are, what we do. It tells them, of course, that we are not just working for free. We are sourcing our fundraising, but also we get paid. And it also tells them the kind of money people are already earning doing it. But notice, it is not scary money. Now, if you are speaking to a Charles Kiran, of course, you may need to up the ante. Okay? Or if you're speaking to a Rich Tezo, you got to up the ante. All right? Or you got to speak, if you're speaking to a Maurice, you got to, so it depends on who you are talking to, on Elliot or if you're speaking to senior people who are used to earning big bucks, you raise the numbers. So I hope that is helpful to you. All this, as I mentioned, will be on YouTube, so you can go and listen every time over and over again to it. What about the Origin Ambassador pitch? Okay, you can see a striking ambassador photo we have right there. What's the ambassador pitch? Well, this is an Origin ambassador pitch. This is somebody you want to become an ambassador in your business. You can use one of these. This is what we had on the presentation slides that we were all using late last year. There, Marie, if I can show you a way where you can become the owner of one of the finest watches, limited edition, ever made, with a retail value of $5,000 or $6,000. If I can show you a way of getting that watch for less than 10% of its original retail price, would you be interested in taking a closer look or finding out how you can be the owner of one of those prestige timepieces? All right, now this, as you can see, is a very simple pitch. There are so many, so you can interchange them depending on who is in front of you, what you're trying to get out of it, what you think they'll like. If it's somebody you've seen who is very, very well dressed, love the finer things of life, you can use one of these. Just checking some of the messages, 1 second. All right, we got Pastor Francis Asoko on the line. He says, Charles, this is it. Please post it quick. I will do so, sir. I will do so. Thank you. All right. So all this is letting you know is, what do you say to somebody to catch their attention to come and find out more? That's the bottom line. That's what all invitation sheets are all about. All right. Now let's carry on. What about the origin donor script? You can see how very serious this lady is on the telephone pitching right now. So we can say, dear whoever we are about to call, if I can show you a way to save 75% on the finest luxury items like watches, necklaces, bracelets, bags, ties, and much, much more. And if every $24.99 or euros you spend will provide a child with a year's treatment against malnutrition, would you at least take a closer look? That's interesting, isn't it? That's interesting. Catches the attention. Okay, what's that? People want to know, what is it? What is it? What is it? Let me say this to you. Never, listen to me carefully, unless you are in an environment where network marketing is embraced. If you are in Europe, in the US, don't mention network marketing. Hello. You can do so in Africa. You can do so in Asia. In Europe and America, don't mention network marketing unless, of course, you're speaking to one of the people who've never heard or experienced it before. Then that's different because they don't know what you're talking about. Why do I say that? Because people will say, oh, it's like Amway. My mother did Amway. My dad did Amway. Amway's been around for 50-something years. Or God forbid, these are people who have been involved in some kind of pyramid deals and have been scammed. And then you are going to Charles Emeka, who is on this call tonight, lost a lot of money. If I remember, 5,000 or something like that. When I came to speak to him about our business, he heard network marketing. He wanted to run a mile. My only saving grace, he respected me. So he came to hear more and told me categorically, you are the one I'm following. I don't know this company. You are the one I'm holding. Ask him when you see him. So network marketing is not a dirty word. It is the most amazing word. But a lot of people have soiled that name. And because a lot of people have gone into network marketing, they have failed because they never took authority themselves. It's like people who go to church and wait for a pastor to do everything for them. They never study the scripture themselves. They don't go to the good book to find out what the good book say, or they go to the mosque. They wait for the imam to do everything. They don't go, or the rabbi, they don't go find out themselves what it says. They are ignorance in action. You need to find out for yourself and be responsible. But a lot of people come into network marketing brought in by people who don't have a clue what is going on. The people last for probably 5 weeks or 6 weeks or 2 months. You never hear from them again. They leave behind carcasses in their wake of disappointed people, blind leading the blind. They've gone to another deal and they are trying to phone the same people to come back with them to other deals. So they are messing up the industry. The industry is a privilege. The industry is not the issue. It is the people in the that are messing it and modding it up. Everybody here. So the key here, of course, is that when you say network marketing, oh, they bring out the cross. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. You see, unless you're speaking to people who have thrived and succeeded in network marketing, then they're like, wow, tell me more. What's this about? Okay? If you tell me network marketing, I do not run away. Network marketing paid me six figures over 7 years in my first company where I was for 12 years. So I was a success story. So I could never run away from network because I knew it changed my lifestyle. It gave me the platform to become an international speaker, and so much that's happened to me in my life from 22 years ago. So do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? But to be on the safe side, never mention network marketing. Talk about opportunity. Your job is to get them to come down and see for themselves and hear for themselves. Don't play into their misconception by going to use words that turn them off. All right? If they force you, tell them, say, this is an innovative, never been done before, never been seen before opportunity. I'm new. I am not the best person to explain all of this, but I'm so excited because I've met the most amazing people whose lives are being changed. I want you to come and meet some of them. I want to introduce you to some of them so that you and I can partner together and build a global enterprise. Use words that they gravitate to. Don't use words that make them run away. Use imagery, mental imagery that excites them. You see the words I just used just now? You and I can partner together to build a global enterprise. You see? Now, that sounds good to them. Don't tell them, I want to bring you to network marketing so we can start selling. No, 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 no. They don't like that. Okay? Learn to choose the words you use carefully. What are powerful? Do you follow? Because if I said red car, you don't see a R-E-D car. You see a car painted red. That's the image you see. Isn't it? Not an R-E-D. C-A-R. No, if I said, I have a red car, a red Ferrari out there, a red Porsche out there, red Mercedes, you see the physical image of a car, not R-E-D-C-A-R. People think with pictures. So paint pictures in their minds that they love. All right, quickly, because I'm running out of time. The another popular pitch a lot of people use is I respect your views pitch. This is how it goes. This is the water cooler pitch, all right? So pitching your colleague at work. Jane or John, you have always been a very astute and wise person, and your opinions are very important to me. Would you kindly accompany me and check out an amazing life-changing opportunity? That's on Thursday, not of Thursday, on Thursday. And would you give me your candid opinion? Essentially, you're making the other person to be a wise guru. You are flattering them because you value their opinion. Genuinely, you'd like to know what they think. But at the back of your mind, you know if they came down, they will see the proposition themselves and see the presentation themselves, and they will want to be part of the business much more than you want to be part of the business. My pastor used this on me about 2007. And the place wasn't too far from my office, Denison Street in London, and I went with him to go and preview Prime America Opportunity. We sat down, and all the pitch that night was directed to him and I. They just saw us, right, let's these guys in. The guy speaking was a $3 million a year income earner, so very, very credible, 70-year-old man. Powerful stuff. You see, so this works. Peter, Richard, Prince, Charles, Abdul, Janie, Pearlie, listen, I value your opinion a lot. Marianne, I have the most amazing opportunity presented to me. I would love you to come take a look at it, accompany me, and give me your honest opinion. It works a lot. Okay? Try that. Quickly, I use this. This is one of my personal favorites that I use a lot. Now, the truth of the matter is, let me just check some quick messages quickly. Where are we? Monique Riley, DWL on the, oh, it's Amway. Even here in Africa, don't mention network marketing either. Oh, sorry, that is Prince, beg your pardon. Even here in Africa, this is from Prince Obi. Don't mention network marketing either. When you say net, before you say work, they are scared. But my joy is that if there is imitation, it's obvious there is an original out there. Origin is the bomb. Okay. Herbert Chimanga, most prospects want to see how far you have succeeded in the business before they come on board. Absolutely, Herbert. This is why you need to direct them, if you can, to somebody more senior and more successful. All right? Now, let me say this to you. If you don't have anybody more senior or more successful right there, plug them on to webinar, plug them to Facebook, create a three-way call. All right? A three-way call is where you have somebody much more senior to jump in on your behalf and do the presentation. All right? And are you following what I'm saying to you? So refer to somebody more senior, and they'll take care of it for you. This afternoon, I did a presentation with a webinar with some ladies in Kenya. They are not my people. They were for Silban. Right? Silban's listening to this call. But I was interested enough. I said, right, now, between myself and Silban, there's probably about 30-something people. He doesn't even know this. There's around 30-something people in between Silban and myself. All right? But Silban is working with one of my top guys, Charles Emeka. So for me, we have some plans for Silban. So I'm personally involved. You see how it works? Okay? So divert them to somebody with the answer that they want. Then there's plenty in Origin. You've got Richard, the country director. Richard is one of the top earners in Origin Global. So, if Richard's, I'm there. So we have enough firepower to handle your people, Herbert. Wonderful. This is my favorite pitch. I use this a lot. Why? You see, as you develop and evolve through life, your circle of influence also change, which means the people you know are also other successful people. But not only that, of course, you also have a lot of people who are following you, who you probably are mentoring. But if you wanted to speak to people, the kind of people I am talking to a lot of the time, I have to tell them something that will hold their attention. So here's an example. Hi, Marianne. This is Charles. I'm a senior member of a global corporate. I'm not talking about the initial warm greetings and all that. I assume all of that has been done. I go straight into the pitch. Marianne, I'm a senior member of a global corporation. We have discovered how to use business as a platform to combat global malnutrition. You will be joining us as a global ambassador to rescue dying children. And in the process, we will also show you how to create wealth. This is a strong win-win for everybody. Would you like to find out how you can create wealth by doing good? This I use 90% of the time in my own propositions. Okay? But depending on where you are in life, some people are just call and say, right, I would like your company on Thursday evening. Come and join me. Come and spend some time with me. I have something powerful to share with you, how we can build empires together. And they're there. Why? Because you have achieved certain level of credibility and success in life. You don't have to stress too much. But before you have that, there are other things like I'm sharing with all of us that we can use. Do you follow? Everybody has to start from someplace. Okay? So I use this quite a lot myself. Moving on. The third-party pitch as we begin to close. What's the third-party pitch? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at it this way. Hi, Paula. Would you happen to know anyone who can use an extra $30,000 a year part-time? Or an extra $2,000 a month? An extra $3,000 a month, an extra $1,000 a month, part-time, doing something that would change their lives and change the lives of thousands of innocent malnourished children in the process. Usually, the people speaking to will be telling you, oh, I'm that person, I'm the person you're looking for, right here in front of you. But notice the pitch. Would you happen to know anyone? Even though you are indirectly pitching to them directly, but you use what we call a straw man. Would you happen to know anyone who can use an extra $2,000, $3,000 a month, $1,000 a month, part-time? That makes them to understand that they don't have to quit their job. People have a lot of fear, a lot of job security mentality. So this safeguards their jobs. This is just telling them, extra, doing something that will change your lives and change the lives of thousands of innocent malnourished children in the process. Usually they're like, what is it? Great, that's what I want to talk to you about. How does Tuesday or Saturday or Thursday evening 7 p.m. sound to you? Let's get together for a coffee, so let me tell you everything. Or let me get you over to meet some of my senior partners. Pum, you close for the appointment. Remember, you are only closing for appointments. When they come, they will see the presentation themselves, use their own intelligence to see if it's for them or not. All this does is to provide the pitch to get them down there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I am going to leave you yet again with Mary Ann Radmacher. If what you are after is strong enough for you, nothing can stop you. That is the truth. If your visions and your dreams are big enough, nothing can get in the way. If you cannot find a way, you will make one. Nothing can stop you from achieving what you set your heart on to achieve. Mary Ann Radmacher said, they told me the jump was too steep. They told me the jump was too difficult. But because of all that I may become, I'm going to shut my eyes and I'm going to take that leap. That's what you need to say to yourself. No matter what obstacles they say is in front of you, because of all that you will become, you're going to take that leap. You know, the immortal Jim Rohn said something that I never forgot. He said, if somebody asks you why you need to become a millionaire, he said, you tell them it's not just the fact that you want to be a millionaire. He said, it is what it will make of you to become a millionaire. That's what you're after. It's not just becoming a millionaire. What type of individual do you become in the process of becoming a millionaire? That's the key. It is the growth. It is the life skills that you learn. It is the business mentality. It is the problem-solving skills that you learn. It is becoming unstoppable. It is your determination. It is the tenacious attitude you adopt. It is, are you listening to me? Those are the equity. So that if you lose that $1 million or $5, whatever, you can earn it again. Jim Rohn also says, pity the person who inherits $1 million, but he or she is not a millionaire. Hello. Pity the person who inherits $1 million, but he or she is not a millionaire. Why? If $1 million is given to you by your daddy as an inheritance, or you earned it yourself, which of those two individuals has the better equity? Of course, the person who earned it themselves. It means if you lost that money, you know how to make it again. Pity the person who inherits $1 million, but is not a millionaire. Let me thank you tonight for listening. I hope you've picked up something tonight that will help each and every one of us in this amazing business as we grow from strength to strength. See yourself as a global pioneer of origin. In the next 1, 2, 3 years, it is your success story that people will be reading about in the manuals, in the magazines of origin. It is people like you that will be living in your dream homes, playing golf, building thousands of people in your team, earning significant life-changing incomes monthly, not annually, all right, and living the dream. God bless all of you listening in tonight. I'm going to open it up now to take some questions real quick as we wrap up. Okay, here we are. Let me just stop the recording now.